Okay, this recipe for baked carne asada is for my family. This recipe I created a long time ago. A lot of people do not understand that making carne asada is the best thing is ever if you use the proper ingredients. You do not have to overnight it. You can do this within about an hour. The thing is about getting this piece of meat. You get the whole meat together. Okay. Make sure it's completely clean. No marble. And either side, and to be clean as much as possible. After you get the meat, you are going to butterfly it at a 45-degree angles. So what you're going to do, you follow the grain. You're going to cut and fold and then cut again. So now you're making a little steak. Now this steak's right here. You do the next one. Again, 45, flip, and cut. One more time, you put it on top of the other meat. 45, and cut. Now, don't cut the meat too thin, because then you're losing all the flavor. So we go 45, cut the same way, and just use the meat. Your meat should look something like that. That's the way that your meat should use to it. Cut against the grain. If you see the grain right here, just cut against the grain. So you go 45, cut, and you want a thick steak. Here you have a thick steak for your carne asada. We do it one more time. Cut. I went a little too much right now, but that's part of the business. And just put them all together. Take your time. Be nice to the meat, because that's the flavor that you're giving to it. You're giving a lot of flavor to your meat. So here we go. Continue cutting against and 45 your steak. This will taste better than a New York steak as far as I'm concerned. You keep cutting and cutting until you are done with your whole flank. Make sure you have a sharp knife. Make sure you have a sharp knife. Again, butterfly that, and then just keep cutting and cut it until you get it to the way it should be done. Oh, I think Jose's way anyway. So it goes right here, and you continue cutting. Again, make sure that you have a nice sharp knife. Look at it, this is beautiful right here. It's going to taste so good, it's just going to melt in your mouth. So again, we got this one, this is the last one, so you can just kind of butterfly it a little bit. So that's face number 1. So then we're going to go to face number 2. So what you do right now is you're going to bring something to put the meat on. So the first thing you're going to do is you have your bowl, put the meat down side by side, just like that. I hope you can see it. You keep putting the meat down, and you keep going right here, and then you just keep going, and you keep going. Now you have all your meat on that little bowl right there. Now you're going to use a little bit of olive oil all around. Use your olive oil. Don't be too gentle. You can just, maybe you can do something like that. Now that you have the meat, you put the meat, you have your olive oil. Now you're going to squeeze. So now you have all this in there. If you have a lot of olive oil, you can bring more meat in there and just put them all together. The whole thing is to make sure that all the meat has the beautiful, great, virgin by the way, olive oil. So you have your olive oil in there, and you just keep going. So you have your olive oil, keep mixing and mixing and mixing. So anyway, so here is your olive oil. Now you're going to put that to the side. You're going to get another bowl just like this. You get another bowl like that. And what you're going to do is have the bowl ready, because we're going to transfer this meat from here to here. So the meat is going to be transferred from place to place. Just to season the meat. And it should only be seasoned about an hour. No more than that. Just to give it flavor. So you get your meat, same way that we did it before. So here is your meat. And your meat goes back and forth. So just put it all around. Same way that you did it before with the olive oil. Same way that you did it before with the olive oil. This recipe, I had it since a long time. Just remember that this recipe, it's all about love. It's not about anything else. You put a lot of love into it, it's going to go into people's mouth, and they're going to feel it that you really mean to make this meat for them. So here it goes. You get your seasoning. By the way, you can use any meat seasoning. You don't have to buy anything special. So you have your seasoning, and just put it all over. So you put your seasoning all over, turn it around, and again, you turn this around. You don't even have to do any squeezing right now, and then you do the same thing. That's so easy. Now you squeeze. Get this going, because this is going to be a nice meal. So just put the meat on the side if you want to. Then bring the rest of the meat into your pan, and we are going to do the same thing again. So we have the meat, seasoning one more time. All season all around. Season the meat. Make sure that when you cut the meat, it's not too thin. Make sure that you cut it as thick as possible, because when you cook this, you're gonna cook it in a high flame, just to get the sizzle going in there. So here we go, nice indeed. So we get it, we squeeze, just getting this in. You know, in my house, all my kids, they already know how to do that. I guess that they really enjoy it. So now that you have the meat right there, salt seasoning, add some Mrs. Dash. The best thing as far as I'm concerned. Be gentle with it, and again, mix it all together. This is the mix that you want. Now that you have it there ready, all mixed with the Mrs. Dash, take it around, and you get your meat just to be able to absorb whatever you give her, and just keep it on the side, and you're going to keep it almost like this. That's what you're going to keep. Okay, so now that the meat is all settled right there, now what we're going to do, we're going to get some onions, and you can see the onions right here. I have got several onions, and then so we just going to put them together right here. So all the onions are together. So what we're going to do now that we get all our onions already, we're going to add a little bit of love right here. Virgin olive oil. Then we're going to do some Mrs. Dash in it. Okay, so then we're going to mix it. We're going to mix this up and down. And then we're just going to add a little bit right here. Okay, so then you put the rest of the meat on top of it. You can also add some limes if you want to. It's not necessary. A lot of people like to do that. I don't know why, because they get no flavor anyway. But they just put this in there, put it on top of it. Oh, my dogs are barking today. They don't like me. You just keep it on the side. Add more onions in there. And just like that, in this little bowl, you add all your onions. And look, this meat is looking great already. This is the way that you marinate this meat. Now that we have marinated the meat, now that we have finished marinating the meat, what you're going to do is, at this point, you can add anything you want to it. So add all the onions in there. Let it be there for an hour. You don't need more than an hour, by the way. A lot of people do overnight. It's so great if they do overnight. To me, you don't need to do that way ahead of time. It has to do with how you cut the meat, how you mix it together, because that's what the flavor is going to be on. Now this meat has all the juices inside. is a flan that I just bought and put it all together. Now that you're done with it, what you need to do, you're gonna put some plastic paper on top of it, just to make it just finish with it. Usually, to me, what I like to do, you can put your plastic on top of it, but what I usually do, I put another can just like that, just to make sure that it's really gonna do it for a while. Put all paper around it. My plastic is gonna do the trick. So here is your trick, and this is how you need to marinate the meat. Now, the meat is marinated, okay, so it's all done. So when you start cooking the meat, you get your onions and cook about 5-6 onions about for this. Put it in a foil paper with olive oil and Mrs. Dash and stuff like that. Put it on one side, make sure that you start cooking together. You put your steak, you semi-cook your steak, and after you finish semi-cooking the steak, you move it to the onions and put it on top. Then bring it back and just put it on the barbecue again just leave it there for about maybe 30 seconds and then put it back on the onions again. And I guarantee you that you are not going to have a better meat than what I just have told you, than what you just have seen. Thank you.